الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم. Assalamu alaikum, welcome back to my channel. As you know, Ramadan is around the corner, so I thought I'd talk about 4 ways that I personally am preparing for it. The first thing is actually cleaning the house and getting it deep cleaned, decluttered. I started this process off a couple of weeks ago by going through each section of my wardrobe. My mum was down, we went through my Asian suits. My goodness, so many of those built up. And the whole point of this and why I think this is important is because during the month of Ramadan, the time is so precious, we know that, and it's so much easier to focus on the things we want to focus on when we're living in a tidy, clutter-free or reduced cluttered environment as possible. I'm not going to be worrying about sorting out this or worrying about that, or I'm going to be able to focus on my actual goals. Number 2, we are currently doing a calorie deficit, so the second thing is to create meal plans and stick to them. The main benefit of creating a meal plan during Ramadan is it takes away so much time of thinking about what can I eat, then going out to make sure you've got those exact ingredients. The whole process of the meals within Ramadan is going to be much more seamless and easy, and I have seen firsthand myself on a Sunday night just spending some time deciding right what we're going to eat, what I'm going to be cooking in the week, and then writing a list. There's so much less waste. With that in itself, you're going to get so much barakah because obviously the less waste we do, the better. Yeah, the headspace again. It comes back to the headspace of just knowing, okay, right, looking at my meal plan, this is what I wanted to cook, so I'm just going to make this. And then obviously from a health perspective for us, being able to have a meal plan which fits in with our calorie deficit is going to be huge because it means that we'll be able to keep on top of our weight loss goals without spending too much of a precious time within Ramadan thinking about weight loss. So obviously you don't want to be taking this as a time to lose loads of weight or get super fit. That's not the purpose of the month. But if you've automated your meals to a point where you have planned them where they're not super indulgent but you're still getting a little bit of the stuff that you really like, then it's just going to be easier and it's going to be like a byproduct of also saving you time and giving you more time for the ibadah itself. I have been married for 4 years now, alhamdulillah. 4 Ramadans of like me sort of outside my family home and seeing what works for us. One of those Ramadans I was with the extended family and that was lovely, but yeah, this is like the 3rd Ramadan which is just us guys on our own, and I think it's really good because it means that we're going to be much less likely to have lots of fried foods, lots of unhealthy foods, which, don't get me wrong, we all like that as a treat now and again, but if you're trying to stick to these sort of healthy eating and just wellness goals, not having those things within the vicinity is definitely going to help. And again, just being prepared, having a plan. I literally am going to sit down and think about, I will be definitely trying some new recipes by the way, but thinking about what recipes I already know I can make really quickly and easily, and I know it tastes good, I know we both like them. Maybe once or twice a week a new recipe here and there, but yeah, stuff that fits within our current healthy eating lifestyle, or as healthy as possible. And I'm going to do that inshallah by this weekend. I always say this every year, but it's so true. Like, this literally could be all of our last Ramadans. We might not even reach Ramadan, you know, like you're probably watching this before Ramadan, we might not even reach Ramadan, and I know none of us really want to think about that, but it is a reality that we should have in the back of our minds. So alhamdulillah, being able to just take a bit of time to prep beforehand is going to make sure that it's the most meaningful, the most special, the most spiritual Ramadan that you'll have yet. Okay, so number 3 is definitely one that for me I know is a privilege because I'm an entrepreneur, I work from home, so I have the ability and the freedom to adjust my schedule as and when I want to, and I know that obviously if you're working 9 to 5 it's not as easy. But my 3rd one was to adjust my time blocking calendar to incorporate more ibadah and more learning. This is really not about changing everything, because even when I was working full-time, even when I was working part-time, I would still make little changes to my day-to-day routine just to increase it. Now remember, if you are going out to work, or if you're a mother with young children, like, you have to remember that that is a form of ibadah itself. Providing for your family, you're fostering the next generation, you know, you're bringing them up, that's a form of ibadah. And I know that lots of people, they say that, you know, when I was single or before I, you know, got married or before I had kids, I used to be able to do so much, and now I've completely had to cut back. But it's like, well, that is still a form of ibadah. But then those of us who are in the stage of our lives where we don't have young children to look after, or we don't have to be going out to do shift work or 9 to 5 work, we do have that opportunity. I like to organise my time around a Google Calendar and I time block. I know it's not for everybody, but honestly it genuinely helps me so much in being productive. So I'll just show you guys from a distance, like, this is what my time blocking looks like. By doing this, I basically have all the areas of my life covered and I achieve a work-life balance. thing that we're all trying to attain. Even if I'm not following it 100%, I still managed to get at least 80% of it done, and so I feel, alhamdulillah, quite accomplished by the end of each week. But yeah, obviously because it's Ramadan, like we said, it's such a special, beautiful month, I am definitely going to be adjusting this to include more ibadah and more specific targeted learning times. After Zohar, really focus on my Quran reading in Arabic. After Asr, I'd like to listen to an Islamic talk, and that probably will be around the time that I am prepping for Iftari as well, because there's not much time between them now. Asr is pretty much 4 o'clock and Iftari is 6 o'clock. So yeah, around that time I would like to sit down and do some focused listening and learning. I talked about in my last vlog how I'm currently doing my Islamic studying. Nothing on Alama level at all, by the way, guys. Just, you know, a very simple way for me and how I learn best as a visual learner. So I'll probably take half an hour to do that in that time, and then whilst I'm prepping, I would like to either watch some Ramadan type of vlogs, because I do love them and really enjoy the Ramadan content that comes out there from all our amazing Muslim sisters who are providing those, and then obviously like listen to either like Omar Suleiman's series or Mufti Menk's series, you know, something like that, so that I can stay informed, stay spiritually connected whilst I'm doing a task like cooking. I do try and do zikr anyway every single day, but obviously I want to increase in that as much as possible. I have the Quran playing more often than I have, you know, I love Omar Hashmi, I believe, or Hisham. Omar Hashmi. So I just go onto Spotify, and my favourite thing to do first thing in the morning is just type in morning dua. Omar Hasham. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen Ar-Rahmanir Rahim. SubhanAllah, you guys, the way that Omar Hisham recites Quran, it touches my heart in a way that I've never felt before, and it gives me goosebumps and it makes me emotional, and it just makes everything calmer and peaceful. Yeah, I definitely am going to be listening to a lot more. Like I said, I try and listen to the morning dua on a regular basis, but again, Ramadan is really about solidifying, increasing, and then almost like a spiritual reset and cleanse. Oh, I'm so excited for this month, guys. I'm so excited. And also I do want to reintroduce Quran journaling again. Fourth thing I'm doing to prepare for Ramadan is I will be sitting down and setting 3 to 4 Ramadan goals. I want to do one as a memorization goal, I want to do one that's learning about a specific topic, and one that is increasing in, whether that's like the 99 names of Allah, reciting them, or there's a specific zikr that I want to increase in. And then also the fourth one will be Quran reading and journaling goal as well. The best way for me to do it personally is to journal about it. You guys know I love a journal, and of course this year I have downloaded a digital journal since I have got an iPad. So I went with a really beautiful lady. She's called Monique, and she is a young mum of 2, mashallah. She just had a baby, and she's honestly so creative, so talented with her makeup, and then now with the digital side of things. And I literally have yesterday I just purchased her a Ramadan planner. So I purchased it on Etsy. I'm going to leave the link down below, but it's so cool. It's so customizable. The thing is, I'm the one who's not very savvy with good notes, and I'm not too sure how to use it yet, and it's just so pretty. This is what it looks like. It says Ramadan planner at the front, and you can choose the cover that you like. I love how she's included this indeed I am near from the Quran as her first thing. And then obviously I'm not going to show you guys because it's her, but I don't want to, you know, I don't want to overshow it, but I'll just tell you what's inside it. So you've got a space for mood boards and reminders in here, goal planning pages, fasting tracker, habit tracker, Quran reading and journaling trackers, charity tracker, space for du'as, daily planning pages, reflection page every 10 days, and meal planning pages. Like, guys, she's literally, mashallah, Allah Mubarak, she's thought of everything. And then this is what I'm going to be using for my goals, so I'll just show you this bit. The top 3 goals over here, and then the goal breakdowns. Goal 1, the reward and the strategies and the sacrifices as well. SubhanAllah, I love how she's really thought about this. So I think when you actually sit down and become intentional with your goal setting, that is when you're much more likely to achieve it. I was saying this the other day, that, you know, it's all well and good setting your goal, but unless you are writing down the strategies to achieve the goal and then checking in on it, it's very unlikely that you're going to achieve it. By holding yourself accountable, by thinking about the ways that you can do it, by making it easy for yourself, that's definitely going to be an all-time winner, inshallah. I'm so obsessed with this digital planner. I love it so much, and I'm very excited to be using this. Habit trackers as well, Quran reading tracker as well. Fifth and final thing that I'm going to be doing to prepare for Ramadan is making a dua list. Now obviously this is a list that can be added to any time of the month, but I find that when I have got a comprehensive list in front of me at the start of the month, I am much more likely to actually follow it through and make du'as for those specific people, the specific things, the goals in my life, for the ummah, for different parts of the world. There's so much to make dua for. We know that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the most merciful, the most kind, the most loving, and He does listen to us and He does answer our duas, alhamdulillah. But you have to make it with the real belief, real belief that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is going to answer your dua. I'm going to definitely be starting on that this weekend as well, because I don't want a single day to go by where I'm not making dua. It feels like such a waste if that is ever the case. But yeah, that is my 5 ways that I am planning and prepping for Ramadan 2023. I'd love to know what you guys have been doing in the run-ups to Ramadan, what you are planning to do. We still have, I think, 2 weeks, a week and a half to go by the time you guys are watching this video. So I hope you guys are in the best of health and iman, inshallah. Please leave your tips down below. If you found this video helpful, share it with people so that more sisters can benefit, inshallah. And I will speak to you guys very soon. P.S. let me know what kind of Ramadan content you'd like to see. Would you like to see vlogs? Would you like to see my attempts at recipes? I'm not promising anything there, but I tried it last year. What would you like to see? Let me know. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Allah Hafiz.